Hello, my name is Brendan, and welcome to the next of my short 5-minute videos. This particular topic will actually be on depression. That is, not just being in a depressed state, the persistent feeling of sadness that comes with actual medically diagnosed depression. So, just heads up, my wife, or your mother in this case, and myself have been suffering from depression for some years now. Her more than me, but my depression has definitely come on set a little bit later than hers, but it's no less difficult to deal with. And basically, the idea of depression is it's a persistent feeling of sadness and loss of interest in things and changes in your physical and mental well-being. So you won't get as much sleep, the sleep won't be as good quality, you'll lose your appetite or you'll gain an appetite. And it can be of all ranges of difficulties. You can be just slightly down on yourself occasionally, your self-esteem can be reduced, or it could be as bad as just thoughts of suicide and even actually trying to commit suicide in the worst situations. Thankfully, I've never gotten to that point, but there are many things you can do to help yourself and your family when depression is an issue. So basically, the major two things which helps me personally, being more socially active and actually talking to people, as well as talking to family members, both you and your mother. The ultimately the most important factor in helping me through the depression. Apart from that, you may be able to get counselling, talk to some other independent person who is experienced with helping you in these circumstances. You can also call Lifeline or something like that. But on top of that, you can also take, as both your mother and I do, take medication to help level out your moods a little bit, because sometimes without that medication it can be just hard. Your mood can just go really crazy one moment and then really down the next, and sometimes some of the medication levels out your mood so it's a bit more stable, and some of them actually bring up your mood. So there's various different types, and I've been on a few different ones myself. And I keep moving from one to another to find one which works for me. Is everyone's chemical makeup in their body is different, everyone's brain is different, and it reacts differently to different medications. So I'm on one at the moment which seems pretty good, but it still doesn't stop everything, it doesn't stop you feeling, but being in a non-depressed mood is just, it's clearly it's different from when you're depressed. When you've got a medical depression, nothing is as enjoyable as it previously would have been. It's absolutely no reflection on you or anyone else. It's purely based on how I'm feeling in the situation that I am in at the moment, and it can make me feel pretty down. And when I'm around other people who are also depressed, the environment we're in can just bring us down. It's a difficult time for our family at the moment, and there's various money problems and time for family problems and work problems, and everything can just join together and make it seem completely overwhelming. And sometimes that just, it has to get you down, but life keeps on going. It does get better. It has its ups and downs. You got to be able to experience that. You will eventually come through out on the other side, hopefully faster than you'd hope it would come. But life always gets better in one way or another. So never feel like you can't talk to anyone about this. It's always very important, if you're not feeling right, to just talk. And people will try to help you if they really care about you, and hopefully that has given you a bit of a grounding on how your mother and I have been feeling lately, and no, not lately, for many years now, actually, since before you were born. So yeah, well, there's that.